I put a little bit of this on. Oh, go ham for the wabam. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I was really feeling some spring makeup this week. Like peachy, pinky, fresh, just springy makeup. So those are all my favorites, kind of under that umbrella sort of a category. So yeah, let's get to them. So I kind of feel like a broken record as far as new BH Cosmetics or new Colourpop palettes go. Like I feel like when they come out with a new palette and I get it, it usually ends up in my favorites. So I'm kind of a broken record as far as that goes, but they just end up being favorites. So I've got another one. This is the Colourpop Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette. So this is their spring palette. The packaging is a little bit like interesting. I like the artistic nature of it, but it's not like my favorite one that they've ever done. It's a little bit kind of abstract and mixed media, and you know, like it's a little bit like stamped together and glued together. It kind of has that sort of a look to it, but it's not my favorite packaging they've ever done. But I do like the color story of it, like the peaches and the pinks and you know, all that jazz. So here it is on the back here. This is just a really beautiful peachy palette. And this one is a little bit different because it has some pressed glitters in here. So those are new. And then it has, I believe that this is a Super Shock shadow in there. So I think it is beautiful. I've got this one in my crease, this one in my crease. This is probably my favorite in the whole palette. I don't even hardly want to swatch it because I love it so much, but that's what I have on my lids and on the inner corners of my eyes. But I also have on my lids a combo of these two, and together these are so pretty. I have a little bit of that one and a little bit of that one in the outer corners of my eyes. Just an FYI on like how I did it all. I mean, I just feel like Colourpop like knocks it out of the park basically every single time. I mean, their packaging is always gorgeous. The quality is incredible. And I mean, I'm just like never disappointed. I mean, I feel like that's kind of an overstatement, but I really feel like I haven't been disappointed with anything that I've gotten from them in a long time, if ever. I mean, I'm sure at some point I was a little underwhelmed, but I just feel like I'm always excited about their stuff. This is beautiful. It is so peachy and gorgeous. I feel like this is really a unique kind of a color because it's sort of a mustardy transition shade. It's like a peachy mustard, which I've said this before. I feel like they do that really well. That didn't even make sense. But they come out with a lot of palettes, but somehow they end up with interesting different colors. So of all the palettes that they do, I think that they're somehow still creating unique sort of things. So that one's really cool and interesting color. Honestly, I didn't play with the pressed glitters a ton. I put a little bit of this on. Oh, maybe I need to. Look at that. I put a little bit of this on my lid one day, but not to that degree. I'm looking at that and I'm like, dang, okay, I need to play with that more. That looks pretty incredible. I kind of really like smushed my finger in there a little bit, so I think that's kind of what you have to do. I didn't do that the day that I played with this, so it seems like you kind of have to get past the initial layer. Wow, those look impressive. Okay, that's fun. So yeah, love that palette. For blush this week, I was really enjoying this two-sided wand thing from Mally. I got this in a set off of QVC. It came with like a purpley palette, I think a brush, and I think something else, a mascara. But I really, really enjoy this the most. This is the Blushing Brilliance Blush and Highlighter Wand. Let me see if it has, it doesn't have a color. Oh, yes. One side says Fierce Highlighter, and the blush says Feisty Blush. So cute. So I do have this blush on, but I have it on in addition to something else. My hand is still wet from a makeup remover wipe, so let's swatch over here. Oh, this blush is so cute, and it is so like springy pink. So much fun. I find the formula to be really easy to use. There's the highlighter. Aren't those pretty? I'm not a huge cream blush wearer, but I don't know why it seems to be like when I feel drawn to grab for them, a lot of times it seems like it's spring. I think of like Fresh Face. sort of makeup looks in the spring, and I think a cream blush, you can just kind of like, I use a stippling brush with them, but you could even like dab them on with your finger and just like, they feel light and fresh and they look fresh on the cheeks. So I think that's why I kind of tend to grab for them springtime. So beautiful. Like I said, it blends well. It's easy to work with. It's cool that it's two-sided. You get the two things, nice for traveling. It's a great little two-sided wand thingy. Another cream blush. This is part of the Colourpop spring collection as well. This is the Super Shock blush. The Super Shock blush in, what is it? No Vacancy. No Vacancy. So here is the box. Really pretty packaging. I do wish that it was like on this, but I realize that's probably a lot more challenging to do, but it would be cool if the packaging like were actually on the blush itself, but the outside box is very pretty. So yeah, No Vacancy. Again, I have this on my cheeks in addition to that Mally blush. This is fun. I really do enjoy the Super Shock blushes, and I kind of forget that I enjoy them. For some reason, when I look at them sitting in my collection, I just have a few left at this point, I just tend to think, like almost like in the back of my mind, I think they're high maintenance, but when I use them, I just use a small stipple brush and they're really easy to blend and they really stay vibrant throughout the day. So I'm not sure why subconsciously I'm thinking that about them, because they're really, really pretty easy to use. I mean, I don't find them difficult to use at all. And they're really pretty and fresh looking on the cheeks. This color is so pretty. It's kind of a bright sherbet, corally pink sort of a color. Very springy, really a lot of fun. So yeah, I think it just pairs perfectly with this palette. I think it would look pretty with a bronzy eye look, a pinky eye look, a neutral eye look. I just think it's that fun pop of color on the cheeks that just looks very fresh and very youthful. Really enjoyed this Laura Geller highlighter this week. This is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Peach Glow. I love these. I've talked about these a gajillion times on my channel. This one is the peachy one, and it just pairs perfectly with this whole kind of a makeup look. It is bright and champagne-y looking, but with a peachy sort of a shift to it. Yeah, like it's not super duper orangey by any stretch. It's definitely more of that kind of champagne, but it has a little bit of that peach undertone. So when it catches the light, you kind of see that peachiness. It's so fun. Great formula to these. I mean, they are like so easy to work with. I mean, they just meld onto the skin, and I feel like they're light catching and really pretty and can be built up to be pretty wha-bam, but they're really versatile. You can just apply them lightly and they're soft and sweet looking, or you can really go ham with them and then it's like wha-bam. Go ham for the wha-bam. So fun. They're just bright and beautiful. I love them. I think they're a great formula. I've got them in multiple colors. I love Laura Geller. She just seems so sweet every time she's on QVC. I love watching her because she just seems funny and fun, and I just love her as a person. So I love her line, and these are awesome. And lastly, lip favorite for the week. I really, really enjoy this new product. This is from Ofra. This is the Flexi Slick, and this is in the shade Buzz. This is what I have on my lips right now. This is really interesting. I was trying to think of how to describe this formula. It's kind of, so this is what it looks like, the packaging. So it's a doe foot applicator situation. It's kind of like a lip lacquer, but I would say more like a lip mousse. Yeah, that's probably the best description I can think of, is like a lip mousse sort of a product, but it's got a shine to it. So it's not matte. A lot of lip mousses are a matte sort of a finish to them. This is shiny. But then it kind of sets down a little bit and gets more kind of satiny. So you have that longevity you've got the longevity of a mousse, but a little bit of a satiny shine to it. It's just a low maintenance lip product that's really comfortable. Love this color. It is just that same sort of peachy look. It's kind of a neutral peach. It is so fun, very comfortable on the lips. I really just kind of kept this in my purse and wore it multiple times this week. I think it smells good. Yeah, it's got kind of, yeah. It's kind of a little bit of a like a burnt vanilla, kind of like a buttery burnt vanilla sort of a scent. That doesn't sound good, but it does smell good. So love the scent to it, love the color, really enjoy the formula. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.